Module 2, Basic Construction Skills and Tool Safety. Introduction. Overview of the module's purpose. This module introduces essential construction skills and tool safety for sustainable and emergency building projects. Participants will learn to handle tools safely, construct stable structures, and utilize sustainable building methods. Key skills and knowledge covered. Identifying and safely using hand and power tools. Basic carpentry, measuring, and cutting techniques. Sustainable building materials and disaster-resistant methods. Emergency shelter construction and repair. Why this topic is important for sustainable living. Having fundamental construction skills enables individuals to build and maintain shelters, repair structures, and contribute to sustainable and eco-friendly housing. Safe tool usage prevents accidents and ensures efficiency in any construction project. Core knowledge and theoretical foundations. Background information on the subject. Construction has been integral to human survival, from primitive shelters to modern eco-friendly structures. Understanding the principles of stability, weight distribution, and material strength is key to safe and lasting building practices. Scientific, ecological, and historical context. Principles of load-bearing structures. Impact of different materials on the environment. Historical building techniques and their modern applications. Ethical considerations and best practices. Responsible sourcing of materials. Reducing construction waste. Respecting Indigenous and local building traditions. Practical skills and step-by-step instructions. Detailed hands-on instructions for learning key skills. Safe handling of tools. Always wear appropriate PPE, gloves, goggles, ear protection. Check tools for damage before use. Maintain a stable work surface and clear workspace. Measuring, marking, and cutting. Use a measuring tape and carpenter's square for accuracy. Mark measurements clearly with a pencil or chalk. Cut slowly and steadily with appropriate tools. Joining and fastening materials. Pre-drill holes to prevent wood splitting. Use appropriate nails, screws, or adhesives based on material type. Secure joints firmly and check for stability. Tools, materials, and preparation needed. Common hand tools. Saw, hammer, chisel, screwdriver. Power tools. Drill, circular saw, jigsaw. PPE. Gloves, goggles, ear protection. Materials. Wood, nails, screws, adhesives. Common mistakes in troubleshooting. Issue: incorrect tool choice. Solution: use the right tool for each task. Issue: uneven cuts. Solution: secure material properly and measure twice. Issue: weak joints. Solution: ensure fasteners are secure and use reinforcements. Interactive exercises and survival drills. Hands-on challenges and practice activities. Build a small wooden frame or bench. Practice tool safety drills. Proper use of saws, hammers, drills. Create a simple shelter using available materials. Real-world scenarios for application. Repairing a damaged roof or wall. Constructing a wind-resistant shelter. Adapting building techniques for different weather conditions. Self-assessment checklist. Can you identify and use the correct tool for a given task? Are you following proper safety protocols? Does your structure meet basic stability requirements? Indigenous knowledge and regional adaptations. Insights from Indigenous practices related to the topic. Traditional construction techniques using natural materials. Sustainable housing designs adapted to climate. How knowledge varies based on climate and geography. Adobe and cob houses in arid regions. log, and timber structures in cold climates. Case studies of successful implementation. Earth lodges of the Plains Indigenous peoples. Stilt houses used in flood-prone regions. Emergency situations and problem solving. How to handle a crisis related to the topic. Identifying structural weaknesses before disaster strikes. Quick repairs for damaged shelters. First response and mitigation techniques. Securing a structure against storms. Reinforcing temporary shelters for prolonged use. Decision-making under pressure. Prioritizing materials and repairs in an emergency. Adapting construction techniques based on available resources. Long-term application and community integration. How to use these skills in daily life and community projects. Building community structures like sheds and greenhouses. Assisting in local construction initiatives. Sustainable methods for long-term impact. Using recycled and upcycled materials. Implementing permaculture design in construction. Encouraging knowledge sharing and collaboration. Hosting workshops on basic carpentry and repair. Partnering with Indigenous and local builders for knowledge exchange. Resources and further learning. Books, online courses, and expert resources. The Hand-Sculpted House by Yento Evans. Natural building techniques. Online tutorials on tool safety and carpentry basics. Where to find additional training or certification. Local trade schools and community college programs. Sustainable building organizations. Links to global organizations and initiatives. Earthship Biotecture Natural Building Network.